I'm just laughing. This is so dumb. People are like, they're gonna team up. It's the most stupid random shit ever. This is so stupid. That is there. And she's eats a pie next to her. Yeah, and they're like, hey, Andy. Oh my god, this shit is so dumb. I love it. Andy? Oh, what? And now they just adding up everyone. It's the dumbest thing ever. This is so stupid. And this is how they team up, because they just meet at random. And now they're like, yeah, let's kill Eren together. Woo! They go in assembly time, right? Then I got Captain America and Iron Man and Thor and the Wasp and all those characters, right? Ant-Man and so on. Yeah, etc. Captain America, I think that wasn't the first Avenger, but anyway. And they are gonna, of course, kill Eren. So, I have to say it again. This scene disappoints me. It looks way better in the manga, I felt. It's like the same scene, right? But the characters are less spread out in the manga, and they're more centered, and they're more like, let's go, Raider, he's gonna die, right? It feels a little more like, let's kill him together. Now it's more spread out. I don't know, it feels like a weird how they changed the but whatever, regardless. They're all meeting up, right, to murder Eren. So, like I said last episode, that episode's highlight was, of course, the last minute, right? When Hanji, of course, meets Peak, and they're like, hey girl, let's go together, right? And here we go, we see, picking up Raider, or Annie's there, and so on. So now we have all the shit together, right? All the powers, Falco's powers, so on, right? So now, yeah, Falco, Annie, all of them together, right? And obviously Gabby is there, the ultimate plot sniper is there, right? And now they're gonna all kill Eren, right? And they're gonna put, Biff to the side and so on, right? And they're all gonna murder Eren. So I feel like next episode is gonna be when the arc really kicks off, right? This is also probably higher pace and so on, of course. But I just felt, generally speaking, right, this arc is really slow paced, because this episode here and the last 3 episodes basically could have been one episode. Like, seriously, because nothing much has happened, right, since the rumbling started. The rumbling started, and we've seen this character doing random stuff that has like no real relevance. One thing I say again, this is addressed in part 2, I think it's very, very true, is that how does the Connie mom thing matter? The whole Connie, Gabby, Falco thing with Armin has like zero relevance to the storyline whatsoever. The only thing it does is that, I don't know, Gabby and Falco is more friendly with Armin now or whatever. But I mean, Annie just meets them eating a pie, right? So the whole idea of them having to bond or whatever is completely pointless, because they meet Annie, she's like, she's chopping a pie in her mouth, and Annie eats like goddamn pie. Yeah, okay, it's a cute scene. Annie's like, yeah, I eating a pie, bastard. But this is a little bit what I mean, right? Because the whole Connie Falco thing has, again, no relevance to the storyline whatsoever. It's never been mentioned again. It doesn't matter. And the only thing you could argue for, that how it matters, because it makes, I don't know, Gabby and Falco, whatever, right, be more friends with Armin or something. But that's it, right? But like Annie's bonding, also zero relevance. That she and Hitch has like best girl Yuri lesbian episode. Also doesn't matter, right? Because Hitch is not gonna be relevant after this thing, and Hitch and Annie's lovable friendship has no relevance of them trusting Annie, right? You know what I mean? So, let's say that they were eating this pie, right, with Hitch, because Annie just dishes, right? He dishes Hitch. But let's say Annie and Hitch was still there. Armin comes in, sees Annie, and then they're like, oh shit, here's Annie. We gotta trust her, right? Probably to kill Eren with us. But then maybe because like we can't trust Annie, she's like a murderer, psychopath. We can't trust her. Right? Then Hitch would be like, no, we can't trust her because her father lives in this city and she wants to help us kill Eren. Then Hitch would be useful, right, to at least make that trust, so to speak, the trust into the other characters, so they will believe in Annie's cause or whatever. But that's not happening. Right? That's why I think this thing is so hilariously bad to, right? Honestly, hilariously bad, because she's a goddamn pirate, right? And they meet her at random. There's no plot that makes sense here, really. This is shoehorned that every character is randomly meet together for no reason. They always come to this place at random again. And the whole Hitch and the Annie part has no relevance, because Hitch, now knowing Annie's backstory, believing in Annie, trusting in Annie that she's gonna help, them fight Eren and so on, right? doesn't matter, right? Because Armin just accepts Annie immediately anyway. He's like, oh, that's the girl I want to smash! Oh my god, my love interest! He just picks her up anyway. He doesn't care about that she has a backstory with Hitch or whatever, or she bonded with her, or... It has no value, right? Connie just laughs at her eating a pie, then they pick her up and she joins the team. No one is questioning that she has killed other people, or that he can trust her or whatever, or she's with Eren or whatever, yeah. No one questions that. They just immediately accept her into the party because she looks adorable eating a pie, right? Colin is like, oh my god, she's so sexy, let her in the party. So again, the whole part with Hitch and Annie, you can skip over it. It has zero relevance. Connie and his mom, also zero relevance. Basically, the last 2 episodes are skippable, right? Until this moment here, yeah. You basically just get to this moment where they meet together. Because no one cares about what happened earlier anyway. They don't care about what Annie and Hitch did, right? And no one cares about Connie's mom or Falco or whatever. But it's also, I feel, the whole thing, right, with how Gabby always meets up with everyone in this showhorn thing. This really exemplifies, and I think a lot of people, and this is what I mean too, right? People always say, oh, the ending is terrible, it's the worst ending ever in manga and so on, but otherwise it's perfect. And I always say to people that I don't think it's the worst ending ever, but I think that the last arc is pretty and this is one of those moments where I feel like, yeah, this is pretty meh, because he really was like, I want everyone to come together. Okay, how's everyone come together? Oh, it's random. I keep saying it, but that's the perfect word for it. You know, randomly, everyone just meets up, right? Sure, and the only thing they have to get is they all hate Eren. But certainly, this whole thing that there's like no storyline to it. It isn't like that Armin is like, oh, I want to meet up with my girlfriend Annie. She's gonna help us. Where can she be, right? I try to figure out who she is. It isn't like that Gabby is like, oh, I heard that, you know, this Kurt person is over there, let's go and get them, right? But it's very unorganic, right? It lacks that natural flow, how they actually try to team up, right? Hanji, Picus meets, they add up immediately, like in 1 minute. You know, Mikasa just joins them for whatever reason. Actually, that Mikasa joins them is never explained, right? Like, why is she actually joining them, honestly? Jin, of course, is a very good person. He joins them because he's a good guy deep down, right? But, yeah, it's just kind of like, they just all... It's like random on random on random, right? Like, what's the chance of this all happening? And it's really frustrating that not a single character is seemingly trying to accomplish this thing. No one is like trying to find Annie. No one is trying to find Peak, right, or whatever, or other shifters. Except, I guess, that are trying to save Falco from Connie's post. But no one is like trying to, you know, find the other power people to defeat Eren. No one is like saying that as a strategy. They just happen to just all meet up at random places, and then they all just come together to kill Eren, right? And of course, again, no one's questioning their motivations. No one's questioning if they trust them, right? Why couldn't Annie lie and actually wants to kill everyone with Eren? Because the other character doesn't know about her papa, right? It's only Hitch that really knows the true story about her father, and she doesn't talk to Armin and so on, right? So no one actually knows about that, but they just assume it's true or whatever. They just go with it. It is this thing also doesn't matter. It's also this why I think this last arc is so slow paced too, because yeah, so this girl is the one that stole Mikasa's scarf, right? That Armin told Mikasa to shut F up and that he hated her and she's freaking stupid and blah 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 and so on. Eren is blah blah blah. But that thing happened last episode, right? Mikasa's response was like, "But where's my scarf?" Right? That was her only response, and this is a scarf. Because this girl is also in love with like Eren, or she wants to be like Mikasa, right? Whatever. She wants to be a flat rock. And yeah, Mikasa gets a scarf. And I love how it just doesn't matter. Like, she's starting telling Mikasa, it's like, oh, I met Eren and I was so horny, or whatever. And Mikasa's like, shut up, give me the scarf, and she leaves. Like, it's just so bland. It's just a Mikasa moment. She's just like, yeah, whatever, shut up, give me the scarf. Yeah, she doesn't care at all. She is like, yeah, you have your backstory, it's completely irrelevant to my life, give me the scarf. And she just leaves, she just walks out, doesn't like reflect over it. It's like, whatever, she's also in love with Eren. Like, it doesn't matter. And like the whole thing, it's just again irrelevant. It's just like even in the last chapter, because it doesn't really this thing matters much either. No, it's just like no, it is just whatever. You can basically skip the shit too. Like it's just so weird. It's just so oh my god, this yeah. Everyone hates up with the Eren. That doesn't look that's like man Mikasa. I'm just saying, man. I feel like a gender bender episode here. Suddenly Mikasa turned even faster. Yeah, I'm just saying, guys. And one thing I want to point out here in this review here is that, you know, I feel Ishiyama himself, honestly, right? This feels like a fourth wall to me, that he knows that he's stupid. And other people get pissed off, right? But it's like a weird defense, I feel, of the author. Because I feel he himself, at this moment, kind of knows that what's happening here is bad, you know? Like, he knows that, okay, me just randomly putting them all in the same restaurant, and then you just all team up, and then no one cares about the backstories that I used to introduce, and I just go and kill Eren, and everything happened before is irrelevant or whatever. I feel that he actually knows this, honestly, because I feel the Connie's action here is so obtuse, it's so crazy, it's so over the top, right? He's like, yeah. I feel this is honestly the author himself telling us that he knows this is stupid. And he's just like, I don't care anymore. I just want them all to come up together. I have this premise that they all have to team up, right? Avenger assembly, and then they're gonna fight Eren in this, you know, giant sky beam fight. I just want to have the last final battle, right? And I don't care how any character got there. I don't care if they all hate each other. I don't care why they love each other. They're just gonna all team up in a very, very weird way, and then it just happens, right? And honestly, I do feel that he is almost telling this. I feel that this is the author telling us that he knows that the Connie, Armin, Gabi, all everything here isn't very, like, how say it, organic, as I mentioned earlier. It's just kind of, it's very forced, right? It's incredibly forced. But again, I feel he knows that. That's why he's doing this weird Connie scene, basically telling us that, okay, this is pretty stupid, but whatever, let's go on. Like, he's like, whatever, this is what's happening, yeah. Shut up, guys, get on my back, okay, get on my back, it's happening. Now, what do you guys think, right? I think I believe he genuinely knows himself that he's kind of forcing this team up. And I think the problem again is that it's not strange, right? That Armin wants to sleep with Annie and so on, and he trusts her or whatever. It's not strange that they're actually teaming up, right? That Rainer and so on, and Peak and Handy and everyone wants to kiss Eren, right? Everyone hates Eren, right? That's a team, right? So it's not strange that they actually team up. The issue is, of course, the execution, right? The issue is execution. How do they team up? And why do they all meet here and so on? And I think, again, the biggest issue is that no one was trying to pick up Annie. That's probably the biggest issue, for example. Or not just Annie, but all of them. Because, you know, Armin is like, oh, Annie's free? I finally have sex, right? That's kind of his face. But then he just ignores that. Then he just runs after, to say Falco, which would make sense, but still. He's not like, oh yeah, so now I say Falco, there's one shifter, and I have one power, right? Now where's my girlfriend Annie? So we can combine our shifter powers to kill Eren. He's not trying to, like, find Eren, right? He's not trying to really, like, try to localize her. He's not, like, thinking that, oh, Hitch, she knows shit. If I can't find Hitch to ditch, I can, like, maybe find Annie. Instead, he just, again, randomly meets Annie, right? It's just like the author putting them in the same restaurant, right? It's just like, yeah, he's not trying to meet her up with her. And that's the big issue. The character has no urgency to actually meet up, even if they should definitely have a meetup. And that it just happens because it happens, right? I think that's the big issue. This thing I feel is just hilariously bad. Yeah, it just perfectly exemplifies how the arc has. You can skip at 3 episodes; they don't matter whatsoever, and they just all end up together. Because yeah, everyone hates Eren, so let's go. But goddamn, it's so unorganic. It's just shoehorned, and I cannot. I know I'm broken record, but I cannot believe that people love to say that only the last chapter is bad. And again, this is not the worst anime in my life. I don't think this is the worst anime ever. I don't think this is I've seen 50 animes that are worse or whatever. Yeah, I've seen so many. I don't say this is the worst thing ever. I'm just saying that this is clearly like the quality of his writing is going down a lot. That's what I'm saying, right? Because if you go back 50 episodes, it was better writing. I think the writing here after the last arc is like, and that's why, as I said a few years ago, I was like, the ending is probably gonna suck because everything leading up to the ending is very weird. Like, there's so many of these moments. There's more and more of these moments in the last arc, and they're more and more frequent. That's why I don't think it's gonna land the ending, right? I don't think it's gonna land it because I feel the path going to the ending. It probably is mostly execution issues up to the ending, definitely. Because I don't think it's wrong that they all team up, right? That's what I expect to happen, right? I just think it's incredibly slow paced, yet incredibly quick paced when it actually happens. It's like nothing happens, bam, it all happens at the same time. Yeah, it's really weird. This could have been so much more organic these last 3 episodes. It's really strange, I think. But anyway, that's the review, guys. take a break now, and then I'll see you guys with Elden Ring. If you're interested in playing some video games, right? Of course, I never died in Elden Ring. It's a pretty easy game. Honestly, I felt that the last stream you did before this thing was pretty easy because I entered a teleport trap, and then even if I died, well, kind of died, but even if I died in the next place, they just automatically remember I died. So it actually isn't that hard, honestly. But it's a really good game. And I love that it's like open world Souls, right? Yeah, you can just walk around, find new bosses. Yeah, it's entertaining as hell. So anyway, so you guys Elden Ring. Probably play it for like 4 hours at least. Got a bit of food now and then Elden Ring. Probably like at least 5 hours. Be a long stream the whole evening. So yeah, have Titans. I killed Titans yesterday. Then I'll see you guys and have a great day.